Hey, Shalom, Makim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm gonna give all praises, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. It was in the gospel, but I live and understand to be held by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Master Akia, Mahalaya, coming back with a quick lesson through the Spirit. This is Dabu 7. I meditated on whether to play this video or not because it's going into the sparse pandemic from 2025, 2028, which Gates we're talking about like more of a smallpox type outbreak. And just to be on the safe side, I'm not gonna play it because I know how E is. Sometimes he lays off messing with your stuff, and then sometimes he just a complete demon. Always agitating the purpose. So I'm gonna just click on this here. What is it? Underground World News. And this goes into this whole thing with their concocting, which it says here, the center sparse exercise narrative comprises a futuristic scenario that illustrates communication dilemmas concerning MCMs, which you can see, I'm not going to say that M word, countermeasures, which is MCMs that could plausibly emerge in the not so distant future. So clearly they're getting ready to release something. I said that in the last video when basically over there, I think it wasn't Romania, it was whatever fucking country that was. Damn, I just forgot. But anyway, the last video I just did was going into somewhat of this. They said you get, though you know what, or you die by particular illnesses. Now, with this being said, they said that this was concocted back in 2017 to some degree like that. So Esau getting ready to do something, man. No coincidence that they had that zombie apocalypse madness that the military conjured up. And you go on online to the three-letter alphabet out there in Atlanta. If you ever watched the show Walking Dead, the facility or the institution that was responsible for that happening, can't even say them, unfortunately. But if you go on their website, they go into the whole zombie thing. So that being said, if you are hit with smallpox or anything like that, you look like that, because that's what Esau used to kill off the Native Americans, man. Okay, Israelites. All right. So anyway, with that being said, Salakia. It says, it purposes to prompt users both individually and in discussion with others to imagine a dynamic and oftentimes conflicted circumstances in which communications around emergency management, development, distribution, and uptake take place. It says, while engaged with the rigorous simulated health emergency scenario, readers have the opportunity to mentally rehearse responses while also weighing in the implications of the actions. Okay, so with that being said, man, they're telling you what they're gonna do. I mean, there's no way around it. It's just what it is. I mean, there's no second guessing it no more. Esau's getting ready to do some madness on the planet Earth, okay? And it's called here the Sparse P-demic 2025, 2028. All right. Actually, you can download the PDF scenario book. And actually, I'm going to download this because I'm going to look into it. All right. So here we go. It's 89 pages. It is downloaded to the device. This I will look over from time to time and see exactly the type of madness they're talking about. All right. Which would be a good read for you brothers out there. So what I can do, make sure I text the link in the description. If y'all brothers and sisters want to download this information and look into it, feel free to do so. Anything into edification is what we do. All right. But anyway, we just got finished reading this. It says the self-guided exercise scenario for public health communicators and risk communication researchers covers a raft of themes and associated dilemmas in risk communications, rumor control, interagency message coordination and consistency, issue management, proactive and reactive media relations, okay, that go your narrative, cultural competency, and ethical concerns. See, they throwing these terms in there to throw you out to make it seem like it's for the benefit, but really, this is more of an experiment. Like what we going through now is all the simulation. This shit was never meant to end. Okay, this is just another phase in the NWO. All right, but it says to ensure that the scenario accounts for rapid technological innovation and exceeds the expectations of participants, the center's project team gleaned information from subject matter experts, historical accounts of past medical countermeasure crisis, contemporary media reports, and scholarly literature in sociology, emergency preparedness, health education, risk, and crisis communication. It says the scenario is hypothetical, and they go with that. Okay, estimated, basically just like a hypothesis, an estimated guess, right? Something you conjure up, like Big Bang Theory, it's hypothesis, right? So you look at this, look up the word. It goes based on serving as a hypothesis. Theoretical, theory, a theory hypothesis. All right, so it says it's a hypothesis, like basically a what if scenario. But within that hypothesis, there's truth to it. Okay, because they're the ones that's behind this shit. Show you how much of a devil he really is. So you hide things in plain sight. This is why you have to dissect it. It says the infections pathogen, the countermeasures, characters, news media excerpts, social media posts, government agency responses are entirely fictional. Sure, Esau. If you say so, bro. So anyway, that's the plan. So let's read the book of Psalms 58 and 2. It says, yea, in your heart you work wickedness, and ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Okay, because Esau, Edom, everything wrong with the planet is this man's fault. Okay, the Most High has given the planet Earth into Esau's jurisdiction for a short period of time, and he's totally on the verge of destroying it. Okay, if it wasn't for the Most High giving us the truth through Yahweh Shai to go out here and teach the word, this place would be in big trouble, man. So that's why the scriptures call us saviors, because we're coming to to break down and foretell the downfall of this kingdom, which is rapidly falling, by the way. It says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay, this is all fucking lie, man. All right, this is another way of exercising their dominance over mankind. Him playing the Most High, because he wants to come in and play hero once he's destroyed everything. It says that poison is like the poison of a serpent, which serpent venom can be very deadly. It says they're like the deaf adder that stoppeth our ear. And that goes into like when you tell somebody something going one ear out the next, we're basically breaking down and telling Esau he's full of shit. But regardless, he's not really paying attention. He hears it, but he's going straight for it. And these lower level peons, they just freaking gone, man. They don't have a clue. All right. It says, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Okay, verse 6. It says, break their teeth, O power, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh, and let them melt away as waters which run continually. And when he bended his bow to shoot the arrows, let them be cut into pieces. Because one thing of it is, the Most High, when Esau is getting ready to finally put the capstone on the NWO, the Most High is going to totally rid him of his power. And we could read about that real quick in the book of Job, 20th chapter. Not Esther, Job. All right, we go into the book of Job, 20. And the whole chapter is really good. Okay, but like verses 5, it says, the triumphing of the wicked is short, but the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. All right, because the scriptures considered this time we living in as a small season. You go into the book of Revelation, 20th chapter, it goes into Esau ruling a small season, and this is the little season that we're currently in. So he's not gonna go a full season. That's how you know that when a nigga say, oh, we got 300 years left, that's bullshit. That ain't no small season, man. That's a whole damn season. You know, but the scriptures say, to those that are blind, let them be ignorant. That the triumph of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, his head reached into the clouds. But yea, he should perish forever like his own dung. And they which had seen him should say, where is he? Verse 8, he should fly away as a dream and should not be found. And yea, he should be chased away as a vision in the night. Verse 9, but the eyes also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. And his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods, right? Because if you look at Esau now, man, hey, he's acting like he's really with Jake, and clearly he's not. All right, his hand should restore their goods, right? Because you're gonna serve us in the kingdom. All right, going down to verses let's start at verses 19, because this is really oppression. It says, matter of fact, 18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down, right? The riches that you stole, the fact that you stole our heritage and took it on as yours, we getting all that back. It says, according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he should not rejoice therein. That's right, because, hey, like I said, man, all the money, the gold, the silver, the garments, all the precious metals of the planet Earth, you giving that back to us, buddy. That's ours. That's our substance, not yours. But it says, surely he should not feel quietness in his belly. He should not save of that which he desire, right? Because your NWO, the Lord is going to break it up. You are already having a hard time in straits getting it up. So just imagine the farther you go, you're going to be met with an opposing force. It says, therefore should none of his meat be left. Therefore should no man look for his goods. And in the fullness of his sufficiency, when he shall be in straits, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And that word wicked goes into laborers. Okay, laborers, because look at the other nations. Look at 2/3 of Israel. Look at us all. We're all in a state of constant labor. Okay, and having to deal with this man's wickedness. All right, that's why when you go to the book of Habakkuk, 2nd chapter, 7th verse, it says that all the nations he spoils should spoil thee. Okay. And it says that when he is about to fill his belly, the power shall cast a fear of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow steel shall strike him through. Verse 25, it is drawn and coming out of the body, which is the silos, the missiles. Yea, glittering sword coming out of his gall, terrors are upon him. Okay, because he's going to witness the nuclear destruction from those bunkers. Okay, and then just to be thrown head first in slavery. Because after the nuclear holocaust, you're not going to come and rebuild humanity. You're not going to come and repopulate the cities. Once the missiles hit, your kingdom is up, bro. That's it. And you going in captivity, man. All right. So, anyway, going back to Psalm 64. Just get a little bit of meat off that bone real quick. Psalms 64th chapter, and let's start at verses 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter, and they commune of laying snares privately, and they say, who shall see them? Right? Because, they blatantly putting it out there for you people to understand, but yet you don't understand, because they've duped you. Okay? They've basically made themselves untouchable to the masses. So now they can come out with these extraordinary austerity measures, and yet you people still fail to see it, because you can go to Burger King or Walmart or Target. You can buy new vehicles, which the price of used cars are going up dramatically. But it says they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, and both the inward thought and every one of them is deep. So you're going back to this here, what Dabu was going into. They even gave a date, 2025 to 2028, but I was reading something in the caption when it mentioned they was talking about this in 2017. So you can already expect this to be under wraps or undergoing as we speak. And it says, but the Most High should shoot at them, this is the precept we just read, with an arrow, and suddenly they should be wounded, so that they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them should flee away. Because you got what they call whistleblowers among Esau's conglomerate too. All right, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Warn to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. So they're on the up and up. They're juggernauting through shit. They're not even fully thinking it out. They're like, look, we got a rough draft. We gonna improv, what they call an improv. When you kind of improv your lines, you ad lib shit. When you just kind of do it off the fly. Like that movie Friday, a lot of Chris Tucker's lines were ad-lib or improv. I think it's improv, meaning that it's just off the dome. It's like freestyling almost. That's kind of what he's doing, and he's running to all types of hurdles. All right, Revelation 6, and I'm gonna start at verses 8. It says, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and the power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth. And this is what we're seeing, that pestilence, man. You know, that pale horse represents death and hell, which Esau Edom, he brings destruction to these nations, man. You know? So anyway, I'm going to end it there, giving our praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And with that, Shalom and Baba Ball.